So
Yeah, totally. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm Aaron, better known on Board Game Arena as webberaj, and welcome to Open Table. If this is your first time to the stream, or you're just catching the VOD on YouTube, we'll give you a quick rundown of what we're up to today. Open Table is a game that we play of Terra Mystica. There's 4 of us here, including myself. I'm joined by 3 other guests. We're playing on training mode today. And we're going to play basically open hand Terra Mystica. So we're going to play a normal game of Terra Mystica, but we're going to talk through our turns. We're going to share strategy openly, even if it means possibly throwing our own game. We're just sort of here to learn and share our ideas from one another and have a good time. I am joined by 3 other amazing players. Let me introduce them to you right now. I've got MattTheLesser joining from the United States. I've got Simon from Belgium and BowserHugs from France. Say hi, guys.
Hello there.
what's up?
As always, let me know, folks, if people's volumes need to come up or down relative to each other or my own. I'm happy to adjust levels. I just want to make sure you can hear everyone. Today's game, we are playing on lakes with no landscapes. So we're going to do this basically, this is F2O style. These are the current Fire 2 Open settings. If you're not familiar with Fire 2 Open, look them up. Jump into their Discord, awesome tournament. But these are the settings for the current season. So we're going to give lakes no landscapes a shot. How do you guys feel about this particular configuration? I feel like I've played maybe 1 game with these settings before.
Yeah, it can be brutal. Yeah, but usually it's fun. But I also didn't play that many games yet. We did some practice games lately, so
Right.
yeah, it's fun.
Oh, right, and all 3 of you guys are playing in F2O, correct?
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, so I'm the one noob here that is not an F2O qualifier. So there you go. So go check out BowserHugs, Simon, and Matt in F2O. All right, well, let's start this up, and yeah, we'll get someone to break down the setup as soon as we get a game board here. All right, I'm in first seat, so does someone else want to help me out just while I'm looking at stuff and picking a faction? I don't know, Simon, do you want to break down the setup a little bit for us? Let us know what you see in the track and pass tiles.
Yeah, usually I look first at the pass tiles, and only the spade tile is really of importance for me.
Mm-hmm.
The spade tile and the path shipping tile, I guess. Yeah. I'm not really sure. I usually don't think too much before
Mm-hmm.
the factions are chosen.
Right.
Cause yeah, everything can change so much, but yeah, seems like a bit of late dwelling around. It's some factions that build up a bit early and can expand late, but
Mm-hmm.
or it's also good that you like in the first round can expand. So you on this map that's always good. So.
Yeah, it seems like a reasonably scoring track from my perspective. We don't have any double ups. Everything's kind of spread out. And then Simon said we've got the spade tile and the temp ship, which are both good for early expansion. The one thing we're missing is the big building pass tile, which I feel like is can swing games a lot just because taking it out, it takes workers out of the game.
Yeah.
Early, which can be important for early expansion. So that's the one thing.
Yeah, and that's not often something we talk about in games. Like, we'll talk about whether or not there's coins in the game or not, but like it will actually be interesting to see how that affects things because not only there's 2 worker tile missing, but one of the other tiles that's missing is worker power. So it's just like 3 workers that can commonly be in games that are just not in the pass tiles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of workers on the cult track, but
Mm-hmm.
none on the path tile, so
Yeah.
it's a bit weird.
Yeah, but we do have the other 3 scoring pass tiles. So
Yeah.
it's not like it's the other thing when that one tile is missing, the big building tiles. It takes both workers and points out of the game, but at least we've got
Right.
ways to get points.
Hmm. Yeah, and then the other pass tile that I guess we're missing is the priest, which doesn't seem overly consequential. Like worker power is also like, I don't know, makes it easy for someone to get double dig in round 1, but otherwise is one of those pass tiles that becomes not that interesting pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think the one thing to think about here, and we'll see once we get the rest of the factions chosen, is that like I typically think about it, I feel like there are 5 pastiles that are kind of good ones to have in round one, and
Yes.
we're missing 3 of them.
That's
we're missing
true.
3 of them.
Yeah.
And so that means that the only 2 factions really are going to get what I would consider a good round 1 pass tile. And so for the factions in first or second seat, maybe first seat, depending on how it goes, it's a little less fortunate.
No, it's a good point about priest and worker power. They're funny pass tiles because I often say they don't have like good mid to late game sustain. I don't know if that's the correct, it's kind of using video game terminology, but like they're not pass tiles that have much value later on in the game. Whereas like 6 coin tile is pretty good throughout the entire game, but worker power and priest get kind of uninteresting by like round 3 onward. But they're 2 of the most important pass tiles to have in round 1, right? Like as you said, we're missing 2 workers, we're missing worker power, we're missing priest. It's like 3 of the starting pass tiles that are out of the game. So I feel like we have good like late, like most of these pass tiles are interesting for a large part of the game, but openings are going to be kind of rough here because there aren't that many good opening pass tiles.
Yep. Didn't really talk about factions, and you guys just kind of threw some in.
Oh yeah, sorry, I've been.
Oh, it's all right. It's I was just gonna say, now that I'm sitting in games to 4th seat and we've got cultist witches and chaos magicians, and I think those are all picks that make a lot of sense. I was probably gonna throw either chaos magicians or giants if it had gotten to me and red hadn't been chosen yet. But now I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I tend to avoid. I don't like playing games with sandwiches because I feel like then the auction gets really funky. So I'm looking at either
blue or black,
darklings, or or blue. So probably either I guess swarmlings or mermaids have some play here. Swarmlings without the big building pass tile are a little bit rough, although the track isn't terrible for them. But I think I'm actually going to throw darklings because I feel like I haven't seen them played as much on lakes lately, but I kind of do feel like we might see them in the tournament, so I'm going to go that way.
And I have to bid first, so I threw cultist in with no explanation. I mean, it sort of became a meme during the lake season of me playing cultists a lot on this map, and they're just a faction I'm comfortable with, which is basically why I threw them in. They're also amazing here, and they don't care that there's no landscapes. Actually, most of these factions don't. I think all these factions are actually kind of happy that there's no landscaped in. So, we fixed that part of the game. Who is best here? So, I tend to think that witches are just not that great on lakes. I love playing witches on base map and fjords. Anyone who watches my streams know I'm always trying to toss them in. Don't love them here on lakes. Cultists are obviously generally broken on lakes, although they do have a color neighbor. Darklings are decent on lakes. They also have a color neighbor. Chaos have no color neighbor, and it's a good map for them, and this track is interesting. They don't start with a great pass tile because Darklings are going to take the spade, presumably. So they just get, like, coins? Or a temp ship? I don't really know how this stuff's going to break down.
Chaos might just take coins plus gold bomb.
It's a bit.
Depends on what they actually want to secure. Like, do they want to secure an early spade with action 5, like the single spade action with like temp chip or whatnot, or do they want to build straight up their trading their sanctuary? It's like what do they want to go for?
Yeah, that's one thing about chaos on this map is they don't have, unlike almost every other map, they don't have a nice spot to really take advantage of temp ship.
Yeah, that's true.
The only place really where there's even like 2 reds that are reachable by 1 spade is kind of this like center. I guess we can talk about all right, F2O had told us to not use the little icons for the indexes for whatever reason, but I'm gonna use them.
Really? Screw up 2O. I have the hex numbers and income displays and all the tooltips on, so if you guys refer to hex numbers and stuff, like my audience is able to see that stuff, so feel free to go ahead.
Okay, great. Yeah, so like C7 to E5 is really like the only place on this map where you can go like red with a ship and 1 spade. That neither of those are particularly good starting spots, especially with the other factions that are in the game here, because it would be no neighbors, so that would be quite bad. Like I assume chaos this game will start on C3.
Mm-hmm.
That make no
Which
sense.
is a little dangerous though, because if witches start d6 and take c4, then kind of cut
Yeah,
off.
both C4 and D4 are kind of under
Contested.
threat.
Yeah.
D4 less though, probably. Cultists don't have that much interest in
I
it.
think C4 does.
Really? Why are cultists
Yeah.
going to? I mean,
Why
cultists.
are witches going to dig it?
I don't know. I don't know anything about witches on this map.
Cultists can make a town there.
With what third hex though?
Oh
It
yeah, you
depends
think?
if Darklings start on E3 or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they start there, but maybe they do.
I think it's Darklings here. I would start E3 B4, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe that's best.
Without mermaids in the game.
But well,
Seems okay.
maybe you can
Anyway,
start F7 to invite witches there. Why not?
And you have to fight over F8, and I don't know. It's weird. So you guys really just like cultists. I guess the thing about cultists is they either get a bunch of coins in for a seat, or they get temp ship and they just do like F4, G4 stuff from D5.
Are we sure that Darklings take the spade?
I mean, yeah, I think.
yeah.
I don't know. What else would they
Only
take?
way
6 coins?
The only way I can see the Darklings not taking the spade is if cultists don't start
No.
B5, then Darklings could potentially have interest in temp ship and trying to build B5, C5.
Right.
It's hard for me to imagine they don't just take the spade.
Well, welcome, Lumen. Lumen's just rating. It says with a party of 15. Welcome. Thanks so much for dropping by. So you guys just really like cultists a whole lot better than Darklings.
They're safe.
They're safe.
Cultists are just so good on this map. Like,
Yeah.
I played so many games, like not so many, but I played a good number of games with the arena season, that was on lakes, and I know it was with landscapes, so it was a little bit different, but like every time cultists just found ways to score points, and I've kind of gotten into like I feel like cultists are to just be like an auto bid to 20 almost, like no matter what, and then you can kind of evaluate from there.
Yeah, it's also great that you have a lot of coins on the bonus tiles, and you get a lot of workers on the
Yeah, it's true.
on the cult for them.
The first 2 rounds of cult rewards are really, really nice. Getting spades into workers and stuff, that's super juicy. Ship tiles in, that's nice for them.
There's even one more thing that I like about cultists here is that they're first seat. So like in their like the only faction that actually contests their hexes, like which is Darklings, they come after. So you have this nice information, like,
right,
where you can do whatever the hell you want before.
Yeah, and if you get coins, that's nice, and if you get double temp ship, you get the double dig probably. So it's also nice.
I'm not quite sure cultists will end up with temp ship though.
Yeah, I don't see temp ship getting past witches, even if past magicians decide to not take it.
Witches probably take it, and then they either get single spade or they take a priest or something, right? And they do 2 ship, and they get a few hexes.
I think 2 ship.
2 ship is the way to go.
It's a pretty good opening for. I mean, witches have a really hard time on this map in general, but I think the 2 ship could have some play.
Right.
Yeah, 2 ship is actually decent. Seems like, especially since there's quite a lot of coins in the past times.
So where do you start here as witches? Or like, so someone want to break down where they think people start with, kind of in order, because that matters, right? Like the order of, like each faction and seat order. Like, does someone want to try to break down where they think each of these factions are going?
Well, I think I'll do them in order. Like I think in cultists you just start D5 because yeah, and then as witches I think you go D6. Anyway.
Could go D6. You can go G3 because like there's no competition for the hex apart from whether if chaos starts on the
Maybe
wherever you want to start, whether D6 or G3, chaos can just go the next to you and try to contest your hexes. So it's like the best reward like risk reward analysis.
Yeah, maybe the G3 is better than if you think chaos would start G2.
And that's an interesting one, actually. Like Chaos. G2 is not a bad starting spot for Chaos
It is.
in general. Also, you'd have to think that if witches don't start on D6, that Chaos might think C4 is all of a sudden more attractive. I mean, or do you start on both of them? Like, where's your other one going for witches? E7 maybe?
If you I'm not sure I would want to start E7 with Darklings again. Like, especially since you can't secure double. Like, if I was witches on third seat with a 3 power pass tile, I could possibly be able to secure double dig on my first action should everyone be operative. But here on second seat you can't, so you can't really secure that hex, that F8 hex early enough. So it's like the timing is a bit weird. So it looks like if you start E7, you engage in a race with Darklings. Depends on how.
Oh yeah, but if Darklings didn't start F7, you can go there with maybe Cultists on F6. I don't know if they will go there.
Like, are witches just getting double dig here? And how do they use double dig effectively on temp ship? Because if they're not taking it, who's taking double dig?
Whoever gets enough leech. Probably cultists.
I wonder if cultists are just getting double dig here. Because the other thing is that, like, I'm trying to figure out what cultist opening is if they're just starting with, like, some coins or whatever. Obviously, double temple would work pretty nicely here. Double temple's great on lakes, trading post, rounds, that all works. But cultists are never getting the workers. I assume that Chaos is just upgrading on C3. If I'm Darklings, I'm starting B4. I'm getting 1 power from Chaos, and I'm just, like, my first action are workers. Which means cultists aren't opening double temple. So then it's just like, so if cultists aren't opening double temple and witches are on temp ship, like, where does double dig go here? I don't know.
I mean, I still think Chaos.
Well, that was the question I was going to ask. Is it
take temp ship and then double dig?
Oh, take temp ship.
They could do that as well.
Chaos doesn't really want to build their sanctuary until round 2 anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually.
Yeah, and they're never going to get the workers for it. Well, I guess they could. I guess they could take workers first action.
Yeah, they could take the workers if they wanted to go sanctuary.
I don't know.
If your witch is on temp ship, definitely you have about three spots that you can actually use temp ship effectively with. So like G3 H6 I4 or E7 F8 H8 or C2 B3 basically. Like if you want to use only your first, then there's also the B6 B7 A9 stretch, depending on where you want to go and depending on how many spades you think you're going to get, whether it's 1 or 2. Oh yeah, it's a bit of a contest of who's going to get that spades, who's sweet doubles.
I don't really know. Jekyll's also wondering who's taking priest here.
Cultists might.
Cultists might. Witches might if they want to do 2 ship stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, we are thinking they aren't getting the temp ship. Witches.
I mean,
witches could also take the priest just to send it to air.
Yeah, they could. One possible thing you can do with which is like the dream. If everyone's cooperative, you start G3, you're joined on G2 by Chaos, G4 by Cultists. You get your temp ship. You start on like C2 or something as well, and you try to build like 1 trading post, a boatload of dwellings, and a priest to get even more spades, and then you're good to go on a worker tight game. Could be possible, but that should be bad for the rest of the game.
I'm not sure if I want temp ship as Chaos Magicians actually.
No.
Maybe I'm just building my temple.
Yeah, temples are good.
That's true. Building your temple as chaos and passing early, or the problem is you're not even gonna have a good like.
You're not going to
The best
pass
yeah.
anything good.
That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that is the problem. Which is why I was wondering, do Chaos take cult coins to try to make their turn a little bit shorter? I guess Chaos then could take the priest and cult coins, and
They can take gold, like the bonus gold, and they can take War 2 and Air 2 and go
yeah.
for the spade.
Yeah.
And then you maybe can also take a priest if you want to send it to fire. Then you have a pretty long round, so you maybe can stall a Darklings
You might
for
start
the
If you
Darklings for the spade.
other bonus style, and then you have two spades into round 2.
if they could do all of that, and then just opening temple seems totally valid.
So actually, that's like 4, 5, 6 turns, or yeah.
Or do Chaos
don't.
do Chaos take single spade? Temple, 2 econ favors, and a dwelling is a pretty nice opening for Chaos.
That's
You
not
know,
Yeah,
true.
that's also possible.
One other thing you could do is just taking the priest on temp ship and just go 2 ship, build a 3D. No, you can't build D2.
No, there's nothing you can do
Like-
with shipping with Chaos is the problem on this bloody map.
Yeah. There's a couple of creative
I think
spots
witches
depending
are
on where
already
people
good.
start, but
Witches no color neighbors at 30.
Yeah, I think they are already good to pick.
I
But,
just hate witches on this map. I don't know why. I've just never.
They're rough on this map.
They're rough, but they do have some nice plays into them. So like C2 and B3 is basically a very nice, very interesting stretch. But it means that if you want to play connection,
it
always
depends
want to
if
go for F3.
you really need F3, but it depends on Chaos starting G2, I guess.
Yeah. If Chaos wants to start G2, your life is just. It's not sad because you actually get the stretch on C2 down to D6. So
But okay,
Ugh.
you just go for a no connection game. It's also fine.
Not sure there's enough points in the game for no connection, especially with 2 culty factions.
Not really convinced that cultists are 16 points better than witches here. I just don't really have it in me to think through a witches game. It's just not obvious to me like what my opening is here. I think for every other faction, I'm thinking through options here. With witches, it's just like I've never been able to wrap my head around playing green on lakes. It's definitely a problem.
Well, I'll give it a go.
All right. Well, I think I've played cultists a couple of times on this map, though.
I feel like I'd almost rather be Orin. Oh, maybe not against cultists and chaos magicians.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I'm an Orin sucker.
You've been an Orin sucker this arena season on Fjords, though, with Landscape, which is a very different Orin beast than Orin Lakes, no Landscape.
I think it's the worst faction on Lakes by far, Aaron.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Yeah. All right, Chad, who do you like most and least based on this auction price? Personally, I think it might be kind of fair, but I don't know. Cultists might be a bit overbid here.
All right, I'm back.
I think Darklings are an okay deal.
I think Darklings are maybe the best deal. I was deciding on my last one there. I was deciding between taking witches or going down on Darklings.
Yeah, another point on Darklings.
I don't know. Just that's like here it feels like Darklings might just they're a bit tricky here. Like where do you place yourself? You're quite vulnerable on your starting placements.
I think I would go E3 B4 here still. I don't want you to. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer you do something else. Go mess with witches on f7 or something is better for brown, I think, here. But
yeah, that's the big question here, because I'm fairly biased to what the before a3 was like the go-to I thought about. The thing is, if Chaos decide to start G2 instead, you're big set. You have you can get neighbors obviously, but you're still big set.
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, G2 it's so annoying if I don't get H5, and I think D4 and D4 are safer. But yeah, D4 is also, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It depends on what
Yeah.
past.
Yeah, if I only want to build a temple and don't take single dig, then I'll lose D4. So if I start C3, I think I should take D4.
I think so. I think if Darklings start on e3, d4 is actually interesting to cultists just because it allows you to get to some of the browns and yellows in the west. Even though it's never part of a town, it's still, you're just digging future expansion. So I think with Darklings on e3, d4 is under threat by cultists.
It's a bit strange because if Darklings are on E3, you probably lose F2, no?
Definitely do.
F2. Yeah, well, presumably.
Yeah.
It would have to be a very
So
bad Darklings game if I beat them to F2 from D5. Yeah.
so you so you need 3 shipping
Yeah,
if
you
you
eventually get to
got D4.
C1, maybe you get to A4. Like, it's not amazing, but it does give you some. At a certain point in the game, you'll start running out of cheap single dig hexes too. So getting on D4 just to even give you access to like C1, B1, B2, stuff like that for later in the game is helpful.
Yeah, but they are under threat from B4 also, like A4.
Yeah, for
So it's
sure.
probably only one hex you get.
You probably only get C1. You're right, and then you get to single dig uh, a couple of things.
Okay, that's just too juicy not to start on C3.
Yeah, that is juicy.
Coming up. Interesting.
All right. Yeah.
I was deciding between C2 and D6 there, but I think I've seen green have some success with C2, and also I'm now guaranteed a neighbor. It's not cultist, which is kind of nice. I think C2 is going to get some early leech.
Maybe Simon just gets double dig.
Yeah,
I was actually really hoping. I was really hoping that starting C2 would influence Simon to come down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
G2. I actually would much rather have him on G2, I think, but that's okay. Now he gets to be the center of the leech party.
So anyone taking temp ship? Matt, are you taking temp ship here?
If Simon doesn't take it, I will take it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then is your plan
Also,
like a priest open here? Like take a priest and do 2 ship?
That's one option. It kind of depends on how much. I need to see like. I also now have the inside track on double dig. I think. In which case I don't need the 2 ship.
I think I want to single dig here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably best start with that, I guess.
I guess it's just very
important
important to you because C4 is just available to you, probably. Witches might ship up to D6 and threaten it, but it looks a lot like you can probably just D4 C4 town here, Simon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they will anyone will double dig it second round. Yeah. So
I actually think. I mean, if Simon gets that town, he's in a really strong spot. That's like a real.
That's
just
very
like,
nice.
I think it's not worth to risk that.
Yep, I think that's fair.
I think I still get Earth 1, but maybe not.
I imagine, yeah.
Oh yeah, I wasn't taking Earth 1, no. I'm taking Air 2, Water 2.
What a two!
So I guess what I'm doing here now is I'm going to build a temple. I guess I just take Air 2. I don't love Air 2 as an econ favor, but it gets me this spade.
That's what I would have done with all this here.
And then I'll see what Matt wants to do. If there's a chance that I get double dig, if for some reason you have something else in mind, and then if not, my plan would just be to like take a priest.
What do you double dig?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm double digging here anyways.
If I got double dig, I would take E4 if it was available.
Just trying to decide what I'm double digging. I think I'm double digging.
I think F5 is pretty.
D3 and F5.
D3
is my inclination.
And then how do you use your ship range? Like at this point, are you just gonna get out a bunch of dwellings into a round 2 stronghold? That's probably your best line.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna open Temple 5 dwelling.
Yeah.
Or sorry, TP5 dwellings.
You could also take like I3 maybe. I don't know if that's useful to take this round.
Yeah, I was thinking I could do
I3.
Either
interesting.
H5 or H6 would get me access to those greens down there. The thing,
yeah.
The question is really if I want to try to connect, because if I want to try to connect, I need to get F3. Soon.
Yeah, and if you take D3, then it's very much guaranteed that you take F3 before me.
I think so.
Exactly.
That's really nice.
That's the thought on D3. There's also the fact that Chaos kind of wants D3. Like taking D3 shuts him out of not only getting to F3 but also getting to like D2 and E2. I don't know if that's actually a good thing for me or not.
I really like this. The more I look at this, D3,
you'll get
F5.
leech from me. Yeah, you get leech on D3 when I take E2. I probably go to ship, take E2 later, and then you get some extra leech.
Yeah, plus G1.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. So I can take H5 and H6, and I3 and I4 are going to be there for me for quite a while. Like I can get those in round 3 or God, maybe even round 6. Like I don't think anyone's going to go there. So this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, if I have a lot of things going my way, I maybe can get there with 3 shipping, like in round 3 or 4, but that's what am I upgrading? Where will Darklings upgrade? And where do Darklings want their sanctuary?
It's not clear to me.
I have a bunch of options.
Probably B4. E3 is under threat of not being anything, is my take.
It doesn't matter that much, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely upgrading B4 because at some point Cultist will upgrade, and I do want to get knowledge out of him. When E3 doesn't actually give me much.
So I think I'm just taking a priest here. I don't really know what my plan is.
Okay, you're playing Cultist.
Yeah,
it's a good priest.
I might actually just upgrade shipping and cult spade F4 or something. I have no idea. Something. We'll see.
I don't do that often, not taking Earth 2 with Chaos Musicians.
Not taking Earth 2? Yeah, that seems...
Yeah, probably need
sketchy.
really need to workers next round. So
yeah.
I hope I'll get them.
Yeah, the double the I feel like water 2 as one of your favors when you only are starting with the temple is really rare. If you start with
Rare.
the sanctuary, it's more common.
I think it's as Chaos you get 2 favors anyway, so it's more common for them than for others, no?
Oh, for others, I'm just maybe then for others. I'm just saying with chaos, I feel like I typically see like Earth 2, Fire 1 or something like that is probably most common.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Earth, yeah, for sure. Valky and George both love
Obviously, George loves his water too.
yeah. Right. So if I pass, I don't really want to pass now. I can take a coins action. Could I do that's interesting? Problem is if I pass now, or if I take a coins action and my cult spade goes on F4, Darklings are ready to pass. They pass in front of me. They can just take that. So I can pass now for nothing that interesting. Probably just dwelling scoring. Maybe ship BP. And pass for double dig and get out some dwellings next round, which seems okay.
Dwellings are okay though. Yeah, it depends on what's your plan for round 2.
Darklings still have dig scroll, right.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think for double deck is scary when I call deck C4.
Oh, right, you need to call dig C4. That is scary. Yeah. I think I'm...
Oh, wow. You would totally do that, Weber.
Yeah. Question is do I want a coins action right now?
Oh, man.
The thing is, if you take a coins action, like how many power do you?
Well, if I pass for ship BP, I still get double dig.
Yeah, you still get double dig.
But I don't actually need the coins next turn.
You get 8 molds.
I'm gonna pass here for this thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
I'm passing because... Why am I passing?
Just passing because it really screws the chaos magicians.
Yeah, it kind of just injects some chaos into the game. And when I don't know what I'm doing with my game right now, I need to throw someone else off.
I think that's stronger for him, but yeah, I hope he does that, but yeah. Otherwise my game's kind of ruined, but I'll still go for C4.
Wait, what are you hoping that I do?
Or do you want to get ship? I thought you would put a priest to fire.
Oh, I would consider that, yeah.
Seems strong. Okay, I get bad spell styles.
Yeah, I just assumed this pass was forcing you to decline your cult spade. Was my read on it.
Oh no, I'm gonna take it. But what do I want? Maybe I take the temp ship, but for what?
Yeah, if you want to build your sanctuaries next round, don't you just want to take the TP tile?
The worker, yeah, but
And worker tile?
I want the workers anyway.
Yeah,
But
these
yeah,
workers. Like if you
I still want the worker action, but yeah, I think it's fine.
I get what I want. I'm happy.
I think I wouldn't do this if it was an earlier down round, because you can farm. But yeah, I think it's not best for you to double dig this, so I'm just going to do it.
Really?
Taking the patient play was bad.
I have to take this. Like, this is so strong for me.
It is insanely
I don't
strong.
know.
It is.
Sorry, I didn't intend to like
Yeah.
just make this super awkward. But I don't know.
I usually just I think I wouldn't do it, but I think it's totally reasonable to do it.
Yeah, it's reasonable. You get your town. You still get a good. You still get your dwellings somehow, like your dwelling on C5.
Classic SB, Jekyll? What does that mean?
I think it's
Oh, classic Simon B.
Yeah.
What would I'm just trying to understand what was classic. Just like trusting the table
Getting screwed.
or getting screwed by
both
me
of them.
in a game. I don't know. I feel like you and I have shared a few cult digs or something in this last arena season. I don't know if that's what that comment was about. Oh, I see. Trusting people won't take advantage of his cult digs.
First Earth one of the game. I'm a chump.
I think I'm taking workers here. And building another temple. Oh, I'm giving someone a... Gosh. I do not have good spots to build a temple.
I do not have good spots to build a dwelling.
Yeah, it's just like, Simon games looks like you just want to get like the 2 ship and get your F3 and.
But yeah, F3 probably Witch beat me on F3.
Yeah.
So I'll go D2 E1 G2 G2 G1 G2 and then I'm probably out. But yeah, Darklings wants F4, so it's gonna be a long journey.
Cultist should SA Zebok? I don't know if I support that.
Why not? You're on a dwelling tile. But yeah, there is no big building tile. If a building was in, I would do it.
6 points better. Why don't I like it?
The other thing is a temple also gives 1 extra gold step.
Yeah, it's just the
Taking account
extra
with
priest economy I just think is very helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably hold off on the sanctuary.
It's just, yeah, I mean, it's just so expensive. Early town is nice. Yeah, it's true.
The question is if no, I'm not getting a town in the middle. Should I build a sanctuary or a temple?
I would, yeah, I don't know. I think I would temple. I mean, a temple is just better than a sanctuary.
So, trying to decide what to do here now too.
You keep on crying because there's no cluster scoring. That's what you do.
Yes, that I definitely That is very sad.
Yeah, you're doing good on cluster scoring right now.
I mean, either build a TP on D6 to get a little bit of coin economy, and then build a temple so I can build a temple next round.
Sure,
I'm gonna want to do either way, or I think all the copies of Earth One are gonna go anyway. It's not even that I want them. I really want Water One at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still.
Or do I pass for either the spade or temp ship? I'm like a little tempted for temp ship, so I can get F3, not worry about it. I'll probably be able to get double dig too because whoever's gonna build next to me. I think that's probably the answer. Yeah, that seems best. Well, then I don't have enough coins. Maybe I take temp ship, but then I take the coins action and I hard dig.
Yeah. Or is there something you
Might
can do
actually
with
be better.
the spade and a priest or something?
Problem is I don't have any priest because I don't have a temple yet.
Yeah, you'd have to buy a priest.
I have to buy a priest, which seems worse.
Than
Especially
temp
since
ship?
like I don't really need to invest in shipping.
Right. Yeah, you have a stronghold.
I have
yeah.
a stronghold, so I think this is better.
Yeah.
Here I thought I could be like, I could have an easy 5 dwellings on the dwelling round with my.
I'm not really sure yet if I want the priest.
Or the
But yeah,
bids.
maybe
Sorry,
maybe I
continue.
want to go to three ship next round. Seems good. Let's hope the ship VP tile is still in when I pass.
Yeah, because it's not sure. Because now I was eyeing my temp ship here, so be able to like narrowly pass, but passing first, securing the coins with temp ship, and doing all the things. But then Matt's passed. Like, what does he want to do? Like as he said, like he wants to secure the coins first, so I need my coins as well, and blah blah blah.
I still might take double dig. There's a chance.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about it.
Well, you can't. You like unless someone builds. Yeah, someone will build next to you because
Whoever's gonna build next to me.
yeah, someone is likely.
Get the 1 power.
Someone is likely indeed.
But you can also accept my 3 for 2 if you want.
Probably won't do that.
But then you don't have to give a cult step to whoever.
Take a cult step for 2 points is worth it.
Simon already trying to negotiate declines at the table for cultists. It's fair.
Thing is, I'm not quite sure. Like, what do I want to leave to others? Like, do I want to leave the spade up? Or do I want to take the ship VP? That's weird.
Ship VP seems weird.
And you're not going to take the 6 coins?
Isn't it just the 6 coins or the 3 coins in the spade? I don't mind extra spades with darklings on this map. I just think there's a lot of expensive digs you want to do.
Yeah.
But 6 coins is also just super nice.
Good. I'm like, what, I'm 5, so it would be 8. I still need a whole bunch of things. Either 8 or 11. If I go to 11, so I have 7 coins left, and I can possibly build like 4 dwellings with the rest of my coins. Only got. Yeah. I mean the 6 coins are actually quite nice for the math. All the math that are involved. Oh no, never mind.
No to coins.
Well, no, I'm not definitely not taking the 6 coins, but like the choice on the ship VP and spade is still there. Like it's only one. It's what is it, 3 points. 3 points over free spade. Yeah, the spade's better.
Spade seems good.
Slightly better, not exactly.
So
Exactly sure.
this is an interesting
Yeah.
question. Who do I give leech to? Is this one of those awkward situations where I'm like really hate the fact that I have to give this much leech? I want to build a temple right now, and I'm going to take an Earth 1. Giving 8 power to Bowser does not seem like a good time for me. But then I can just...
you give him 6 anyway, so why not? You can do B6.
You can also
say.
just give 2 power to witches.
Well, that's the other
These
thing. Am I that petty to lose 2 points from Earth 1 just so I don't have to give my people power? But then I guess the other counter to that is I'm cultist and I'm supposed to get my steps. And I've been too stingy giving power in the past.
Build your temple.
Pardon?
Yeah, if you build on B5, he can also decline one. So
You can also decline.
All right, we'll see.
so I would actually build on C4.
I'm definitely getting the first one. Like, there's no doubt about it.
You'd build on C4?
Yeah, because he's gonna decline the next one.
Yeah. If I want this to offer, I'm decline the next one indeed.
Why would you decline the next one? Just because you don't want to give me a worker?
Well, I wasn't. The thing is, I wasn't too sure
He's
because
also getting two extra from me, so then he loses one.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure on where CM would upgrade.
And it's actually it's I don't know. And now maybe Matt is going to decline your last one because it's a worker.
Maybe. I think he needs the power from me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I need it because Bowser taking that spade tile is scaring me. So I think I am gonna open. We open double dig after all.
Yeah.
Because
You're gonna have 4 spades coming up, so.
Right, he has so here's the thing with Bowser's position is because he built the sanctuary up top. If he wants to make this lower thing into a town, he needs 4 hexes. Anyways,
Yep.
And so the easiest thing for him to do would be triple dig F3, and then I'm screwed.
Screwed's a big word.
Oh, but Weber's gonna screw me anyways.
Yeah, I realized partway through the round that I was going to get the power to secure this hex. I didn't talk about this, but part of the reason why I didn't want the SA is because I had dreams of getting A7, which at the time actually felt like ridiculous dreams. But then after this extra leech, I realized like I could just get it. Like I think Bowser might just take this from me. Like this allows me to town without building an ugly SA. So it's really nice to get. Taking single spades kind of an inefficient power action, but I think like if I was Bowser, I would have just double dug A7.
Yeah, that's possible. That would be a possibility, but I have other plans. To be fair, like the big question is here is like, do I want to just decline, like to prevent you from getting a worker? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think now that upgrade on C4 would have been way better because he would accept this now.
Decline this.
Anyway, yeah. So it's actually two extra steps for you. Yeah, I don't think you are taking you are taking the ship VP tile. I think you take 6 coins, so I'm gonna take my step. But where am I going to take it?
Yeah, I can't afford ship VP. I probably am upgrading ship next turn with the 6 coin tile and then trying to get on ship VP after that or something.
Do I want deep power next round? Actually, why not?
Those pass points just rolling in.
Wait, I could also just... Maybe it's better that I already upgrade ship once. So I'm gonna undo this one.
Boo. Boo for the undo.
You're upgrading ship first.
Yeah, this round I'm
Yeah.
upgrading ship. So I'll maybe have faster pressure on some hexes.
Makes sense.
I think I can stall most of you anyway. And I probably don't need to stall, don't want to pass us last, but maybe I do.
So this ended up.
Wait, why are you pissed at me, Matt? I thought you were taking coins here anyhow and doing a hard dig.
No.
No. Well, originally I was gonna do that, and then I realized that if I wait, Bowser will probably just triple dig F3.
Oh.
Well, you have an alternative. It's unsavory.
I'm aware. So now I have to choose whether or not I take the coins or whether I hard dig F3.
But what did that have to do with me? I like me not building on C5 didn't give you leech, but then I realized like, does that actually matter? You were just taking coins or hard digging.
But I could have double dug.
Oh, you would have taken the double
instead of hard digging, which isn't maybe that big of a difference actually. So I do think I think that I don't connect if I don't take this hex right now though. So I think I need to do that, especially given now that I'm the person who doesn't have Earth 1. So
yeah, and if you have an early stronghold, you probably want to connect because you're going to compete.
Exactly. So as painful as that is, that's what I got to do. And Bowser's not that upset because he gets the coins instead and still gets to build his 4 dwellings. So
yeah.
I wonder if you are still going to double dig or not.
Me? Oh, maybe.
Otherwise, I might get it. That would be nice. Maybe.
I mean, at this point, I don't need it so badly though. Like, I probably would rather use those power as coins.
Definitely. Because if you have infinite power and infinite workers, then it's the same rate on hard digging than just taking action 6. So you might as well do other things with the power.
Actually, do I want to do that? Hold on a sec. Sorry for the undo.
A lot of undoing going on over here.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
I'm wondering if I should. I think I might be better off just doing this. As it's cluster scoring, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want to do that.
What a mess.
I'm actually a bit short on coins, so I'm not sure if I want to upgrade to 3 ship or not yet. Maybe I don't. Just put a priest to border. And go for the double dig.
What would you double dig though?
And if I double dig, I dig a5, so probably you dig it now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, where's your second spade going?
At 2 ship, E2.
So if I
That's the first one, but where's the other one?
So if I want to single dig, I guess, or upgrade, yeah. Guess I want to single dig. Don't think anyone is going to take it. Why would they? So I'll put my priest warrior.
Yeah, makes sense.
So on my turn, advanced ship. The reason I did that was because Darkling's advanced ship, and I assume he's just going F2H3. But if I did an advanced ship and he went to 2, he could take G4 before I do. So I'm just getting tempo. I don't want to build a dwelling there yet, but I now can. Obviously, my goal this round is to cycle my power. I would have sent a priest to water. I'll probably send one to air or to earth and try to cycle power, and then my power is going to be coins, and I'm going to build on G4 F6 this round. Sort of my plan.
Yeah, it's actually so. If Darklings build A5, they also need a priest action to put down two more
Oh, they
dwellings.
do.
So.
Oh no. Well, he has a spade, right? So he has 3 digs. 2 on
He has a
A5, 1 on
spade,
F2, so he can get 3 dwellings. Oh, but he'd need a priest to get 5
Forgot
dwellings.
about that.
But he needs a priest to get 5 dwellings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass. The question is, am I passing for dwelling scoring or TP scoring?
Your TP, well, you have 3 TPs if you want, and one of them's part of a town.
I think it might be. It might be I think it's TP scoring.
One problem I have with witches on this map is I find you either have like way too much pressure on your hexes, or no adjacency where you're trying to found towns.
Or no neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little.
Whereas,
like, rough.
You know, the classic like brown gray on base map, you have tons of adjacency and no pressure, right? Like, but witches, I don't find there's a color. Like, I don't know who you're hoping is in the game as witches. There's no color that's like hangs out next to you and doesn't dig your shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yellow's probably the best candidate.
Yellow? Oh, okay.
In general. Mainly because if there's like yellow, no red or gray, that's like your best case scenario probably.
No red or gray and yellow.
Maybe no blue or gray, no neighbors, and then yellow.
Right.
I think is probably best for green on this map.
Right. So yellow, black, and brown or something. So like sandwiched cultists and witches.
Yeah, and witches.
If I double dig F2 now.
F2?
I was wondering if you might consider that.
That is
It hurts Bowser for sure.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think I would do it.
Or A5.
That is spicy. All right, you think about that. I'll be back in 1 second, folks.
Because the thing is, you can like F2, E2, D2 is gonna, and potentially either with a bridge or you can keep going. Like
yeah,
that's a good town spot.
It's an extra dwelling for me this round, so why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, all the sadness. And the question is, like, if I secure the F2 prior to that, would you have dug A5?
Yeah, I would have double deck A5, E2.
Yeah, so there's no way I'm not screwed.
This game is very concentrated on one small section of the map.
Yep. You mean your other parts of the
yeah.
map?
Yeah. I'm really trying to get to the east, but yeah, now I really want F4 next round if I can. And I don't think Darklings wanted that much anymore this because they can't farm a town there anymore. But maybe they, yeah, they don't want it. I think so. That's good for me.
They have to they'd have to triple dig. It's well, now it's dead.
Yeah, it's pretty much dead though.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the.
Plants.
I actually didn't. When you were considering F2, I didn't see E2 as the that was the extra dwelling you were talking about. That makes sense.
Change the plants, my dudes.
I have not been doing a very good job on cult step stuff. I mean, I don't know if there was anything I could do about it, but like I built on G4. I saw Matt, you declined. I looked down at your power. It's like, oh, you couldn't. That wasn't just like a anti-cultist thing. That was like, I don't want a 1-for-1.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. The Darklings thing was a mess up because I wasn't counting that Chaos was giving them a 2-for-1. So I've had 3 declines so far, which you expect later in the game, but I think like that's a lot of declines to have in the first 3 rounds of the game.
So you are towning this round, right, Bowser?
Sorry?
And you are towning now.
I am 100% lining up.
Nice.
Hey, power for me.
Sorry, what?
I got the power.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, you got some power. Yeah, it's either I give you power or I give cultists the 3-for-2. And I do not want to give cultists the 3-for-2.
I guess it's just dwelling scoring here.
Yeah, you still have 2 priests. So.
Yeah, what can I do with them? What
I think you'll
possibly do with them?
I think you'll dig E2.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan here. Yeah, it's either this or I double dig F4 or just no, not much to do for me here. So definitely going E2.
You could also. Oh no, you don't have enough.
Oh, I needed to convert another power. I went to.
Oh no, oh, that's brutal.
All right, survive.
Yeah, I think I just have enough power tokens to get my power.
Yep. Yeah, that's nice. Gotta love actually getting 12 power income. That's impressive.
Yeah,
I wonder if I want coins or the spade tile.
I'm taking the coins. Oh, sorry for passing. I thought you meant the directions.
Yeah, I think I should have stalled a bit though. Should have stalled it possibly for that.
You're taking spades, Matt?
Oh, I'm taking coins.
Oh, I was gonna say. Like, what am I getting coins here? Okay.
No, definitely taking coins.
Okay, so what do I want to do here?
I think I'm also taking coins.
Over the spade?
Yeah.
5 coins in a cult step.
Still want to go to 3 ship.
Cult step could help. Oh, you have water too. I guess the cult step is less interesting.
Where is better, 3 coins or spades? Yeah, the spade is better.
Probably, if you can afford it.
I have 8 power.
Well, that's the thing. You have 8. You have 11 coins. If all your power is
do
coins.
I want to double dig? Do I want to double dig or not? If I double dig, I probably don't want the extra dig.
I don't know.
Next round is also a TP round. Are you all taking water 1 before me?
I'm not. I mean, look at my icon. Like, there's no water 1. I'm on the dwelling scoring. I'm trying to get like 2 TPs and 2 dwellings or something.
You can make a coin town and take water 1. Why not?
Ugh, really? That seems bad. I like a 2-key town, and I don't know.
2-key town. Who takes that?
I don't know. Cultists, I hear it's okay with.
Yeah.
About it.
I don't know if I'm making towns this game, so you probably win a lot of cults anyway.
I don't know if you're making towns. Look at me.
Yeah, you guys are both doing really well in cluster scoring.
Yeah, the water seems pretty safe for CM at this point. It doesn't seem quite contested.
Simon, I have a hard time interpreting your sarcasm sometimes, and I know you troll me a lot, which you should. But question, would you actually take water 1 here as cultists? I trust your intuition on this. I'm just like, it's
definitely an option. I think I would really consider it.
Really?
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. You're on. You're also on the dwelling point tile in a temple around. That's a bit tricky.
Oh yeah.
But I think making 1 TP and a couple of 1 temple and a couple of dwellings is
I
okay.
see. Because I'm on the dwelling tile, building TPs this round isn't actually good. Which it just seems so expensive right now, and
But yeah, it's
I'm.
it's three temples also. Yeah.
It's kind of gross.
Maybe I wouldn't do it.
I think I'm going to get a decline from Bowser. That's the plan.
That's okay. You're cool. I just need that leech. So need that leech.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyone else in chat? Water 1. I'm just not getting probably water 1, I guess, is the thing. Shouldn't.
Likely.
Hypothetically, if I could take it this turn in chat, I'm just curious who thinks.
I'm not going to make my sanctuary now, so you can take it. Where am I making my TP?
I'm 2 actions away from it, anyways. So
Maybe I just take double dig here, right?
Maybe.
I figured you would take double dig.
I want H5.
Yeah, I figured you would go H5, F4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No water 1 for heroic.
Towning up.
Yeah.
On space.
Which one is actually more more likely to be taken? Wait. I don't know.
Neither. I guess
Neither.
H5.
The answer is neither.
I'm not double digging F4 on you. I'm not.
Witches can take both. Witches can take both. I'm more concerned about witches. Oh, but they don't have a dwelling.
Yeah, I don't have a dwelling. I mean, I could double dig it.
Yeah,
I guess,
you could double hot dig and then.
So
I thought if
Wait,
you were...
I can't make a temple anyway, so I'm not making War 1 this turn also.
Matt, you started on G3, right?
Yeah.
How did C3 Chaos beat you to H5? Is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Because you didn't give me that leech.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's why.
That was the rudest thing I'll say on stream. I don't mean to be a dick, but it's like, how did we let this happen?
He would lose F3, so I think F3 is more valuable than H5 for him.
This game is gone off the rails. I guess this is just what playing Lakes is, though.
This is Lone Lakes. Yeah.
This is Lone Lakes.
This is what happens. Do I go there?
Which means Simon is expanding amazingly well, and I actually have to secure G6 from him this turn.
I guess this is the place to do this.
Oh, that's the place to do it.
Looks like...
Is that a sanctuary town down there?
If it's a town at all. I'm thinking about it more from a leech perspective right now than I am from a...
All right, let's inject some more chaos into the game and take water 1. You're right, Zevok. The water step is not terrible here.
Give me all the power.
This is a TP round, but I think I'm just building 2 more dwellings.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares about points, right?
Who cares about anything? We're just here to meme on water 2. That's it.
Yeah. Man,
I badly need water 1, so...
I think I'm building another trading post this round, which means my passing tiles this game have just been terrible. I think I'm going to pass for 3 here. And I passed for 2 earlier. I think my plan here is either 2 priests to water or TP get a cult step from Matt and 1 priest to water and 2 cult spades and something like that. Can I last 2 more turns before anyone else passes? Seems like a lot to ask for. A TP, a cult step, a priest to water, and be the first to pass out of the round on shift VP. Get 2 cult spades and a coin action. That seems like a lot.
Seems like a lot.
Seems like a lot of stuff to ask for. But, you know.
Gotta take your chances.
Yeah.
And you said something about securing G6?
Yeah.
Well, you will get that from me because I need it.
I did talk about securing G6, and then I thought, you know...
It's Simon, he won't take that.
It's Simon, he won't take it. When did he and I ever take each other's hexes? Also, it's not like it opens up another red form or anything, right? Like...
But yeah, I'm not going to take it.
Why not? It looks like a free red for you and not a town for me.
Yeah, but it's a TP round, so I'm building a TP. And I need coins. I don't have any dwellings left.
Oh, I guess you would build your... I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I can bake 1 dwelling, but yeah, that's not really. Am I also going to the 8th step on water?
8th step on water is the place to be.
I don't know, cause yeah, it just gives me a gold step. I get the same points anyway from it. But yeah, on the other hand, why not? Not getting that much more gold points on the other cults, I guess. And you can't win all the cults, I guess. You're probably also only making 2 towns.
Well, I'm gonna probably get another town and have 3 keys and not lock up Earth or something. I mean, that would be the dream game here, is to do to do that kind of shenanigans. So I do just get a coins action. Huh. Alright. Look at those pass points. I'm up to 5, guys.
And no one passed 30 for the ship VP. That's good for you.
This is very good.
Maybe I should have started by passing earlier, but I still have things to do. I guess I'm taking the gold spade. Yeah, are you guys still there? I'm like hearing
I'm here.
some,
I think
and
everyone's here. I think everyone's just thinking really hard.
yeah, I just heard some white noise. So
Oh, okay.
You're just crying a little bit about not getting the cheap VP. Just a little bit, not too much.
Bowser's
Sorry,
crying.
I was gone for a second. I'm back.
You'll be back.
I guess I'm getting the gold spade.
Yeah, so you're sending another
Oh.
priest to water?
Or the yeah, I'm setting priest to water and doing another gold step.
Right.
Damn. I'm one.
What are you trying to do right now, Matt? I'm just like, you seem to be deep in
I'm
thought.
one.
So
I'm one worker. I had to step away for a second, but I'm one worker short of being able to do a dig and then also build 2 more TPs.
like build a TP where you want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I either have to build my 4th TP in a suboptimal spot, or
Right.
only build 3 TPs.
Where do you want your
The TPs? I want one on H6.
Right.
Or C6.
Or C6. Yeah. Makes sense. Because H6, I4, that's like an SA bridge town, and then C6, B7
Right.
is like a bridge town.
Yeah, the fact that like all of my towns. Although that's the other thing is I think I need to take a bridge this turn.
Oh yeah.
So I think that I should just build one more TP and a bridge, and that's fine. And then I can build the TP where I want to build it too. So I think what I'm gonna do is this.
I guess for
Start doing
witches,
this now. Well, I guess he could still mess with me a little bit, so I'll start by doing the bridge. Just do that.
I'm not yet sure where our gold spades will go though. Because yeah, I think you go G6, G5, but you might also go D7.
No, I think I go G6, G5, and I just focus on my town, and I take my town.
Yeah, I was thinking D7, E6, but could also go E1.
Yeah, so what for me?
No, I can go E1 and just
E1.
build a town there, like on the left.
That's true.
All the way.
So the really aggressive thing I could do, but I mean, we both have 2 cult spades, and it just seems silly to fight that much. But is for me to go D7 and G6, and then like dare you to just dig one of them back or something. But I think the thing that makes the most sense is if I just go G5, G6, I dig first, and I realize you have 2 cult spades coming behind me. I want you to give me my town and to not cult spade G6 back or something. So if I leave D7 and E6 open, that's, if this were just like a normal competitive game, that's what I would totally do here. I would just take G5 and G6, leave your shit alone, and that just keeps you occupied while I secure my hexes. And that's how I would sort of, because I also want to take a coins action. Like I want to drop 2 cult spades and then not secure either of them until everyone else is gone. So.
I guess I went the coins. Right?
Over the spade?
Yeah, I have already two spades, and the last round is a dwelling round. I don't need much space now. I actually need coins and workers, because I'm going to build temple, sanctuary, TP maybe, and maybe some dwellings. Yeah, I don't want to pass TP tile.
So Matt, you're still planning. You're planning 3 towns this game, eh? You need.
I was just thinking about that. I mean,
You need all of the bridges.
I
right?
would need. Well,
Yeah.
I either need both remaining bridges or need
A double dig?
C6, B7, and C7.
Yeah.
And I think if I want a third, the only realistic way for me to get a third town is to up my digs, but I just don't know if I have enough resources to really do that.
Yeah.
Looks tough with 6 coins here.
Yeah. So
Well,
I think I'm probably gonna play for 2 towns. And in that case, because I'm not upping my dig, I want to take the spade here.
yeah, that seems really good for you.
Because I also need, I mean, the other problem with upping digs is I need priest to up ship, and I'm about to generate my first priest of the game, so.
Right.
Like any civilized player would.
Wait, I can't click E6. What is this?
E6? Why can't you click E6?
I don't know. I'll refresh my browser, but I can't click it.
What? Whoa. That would be
Oh yeah.
That's
Now I can.
You got it? Oh, okay.
okay. I was like, that's a bug if that's true.
Yeah.
Goodbye, coins.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a long time.
Did you know?
Yeah. Bowser, what's talk us through your game plan, sort of for like your end game. What are you trying to accomplish, like still here?
Just trying. Like, I have no goal points. Like, yeah, I have like very slight goal points here. So just trying to score whichever way I can.
Uh-huh.
Like the other way around. Just trying to achieve 3 towns. Yeah, just I've got a town in the southwest that doesn't seem contested, or it's like completely mad. But I do not know whether I'll have neighbors in H1, so that's a bit tricky. And then I have another town up on the northwest.
Okay, so you are planning on C1, B2 stuff with your shipping.
Yeah.
Are you gonna like do some crazy triple dig through D2, or are you gonna ship again?
No, I'm definitely taking D2.
Okay, D2, C1, B. I guess that makes sense.
Plans to get a town, definitely. So I'm not like waiting too much on that. Because I'm still not sure that whether I'll have enough resources to go for the southwest town. So I might as well just go this.
Right. Makes sense.
And yeah, just like build another bunch of dwellings and some trading posts and all that. Just regular stuff.
Oh,
Like hitting about 14 structures.
need more workers and I need more coins.
Well, good for you. You still have
Can I have some more workers and coins too, please?
Well, guess I'll just go a bit on the air track.
3 for 2. Do I want a 3 for 2? Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll do a pick here.
You're sanctuarying this round?
Yeah, I guess so.
Would seem logical.
You seem unenthusiastic about that. So I guess you're just taking 2 more favors. Oh yeah, that's fun.
Ooh, yeah. Air fight.
Yeah. You're fighting me on 3 calls with no keys. I'm trying to read this.
What other favorite else should I pick?
Was Air 3 a worker?
Yeah, it's a worker.
It's not too bad.
Fair enough. I guess you'll get a town this round because you're going to sanctuary and trading post. So you're 2 turns away.
So I get 1 gold.
Right. There's no way I can stop you from winning Like, I can't stop all three,
No.
so I don't
No.
really care.
Well, I guess you take air because that's next to a worker.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, should I let you have it right now?
I'll get.
Probably.
I
I
think
get to get it
so.
eventually.
Probably. I don't see any reason. Like, it doesn't really.
I
You're
mean,
probably gonna get it anyway, so I
I
might
have
as well
4
take it.
priests. I guess that saved me a worker because I would have. I don't know.
It also then saved me a point when Bowser built here, so that's good for me.
Thanks, Stranged. Oh, you're talking about this town. Yeah.
Do I actually want to workers? Does anyone want to workers?
Can't imagine.
Don't have the power for it.
Nah, I don't want them.
What am I doing this round? I guess just building dwellings, not in the dwelling round. Seems good.
Matt, you've been such a good friend. Have some leech.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bowser, you have a lot of points.
Yeah, I definitely do not have a lot of points. If it's not 420 points, it's not enough.
Oh wait, I can't. Yeah, I always forgot, but it doesn't matter because I just have enough that you can't convert when you take favorite tiles.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Are you
Yeah.
gonna undo? Do an undo.
No, I just had enough, and you can't undo it because he accepted power.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I didn't because I was full. You probably could undo if you want.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I didn't actually think.
What are you taking here as a town, Simon? Like, what are you thinking?
Maybe just as weird as no. Yeah, maybe points. Points, coins, workers.
You did say you needed
One
more
of,
workers and more coins, so.
yeah, maybe I take the points, the coins, because I like coin towns.
The other thing I'm trying to figure out is, it looks like you guys are fighting over a bridge, aren't you? Simon, don't you want a bridge to D7 from E5 for another town, or the B7 hex? And I think, like...
No, I don't want that.
But you want a
I was
bridge?
Gonna take it that turn.
You want a bridge,
I was
though,
gonna
don't
take
you?
that anyways.
Well, I guess I got to. Yeah, did he want the bridge there?
Well, I think if Matt wants to 3-town, he needs to either double
Yeah,
dig C7, right,
yeah,
or bridge to A9.
I don't think he'll get both. Yeah.
There's no way.
But
So
like,
I think I get
either of those
B7.
actions disrupts your town. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is, like, only one of you guys is getting this town up here. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, but I think I just got B7. He won't take that.
B7, I could. I mean, if I thought it like disrupted you and disrupting you was valuable, but I don't know how valuable that is for me. The one nice thing about having all these scattered dwellings is you get a ton of free leeches.
I cannot already pause for the rating post. I guess why not? Like, I'll probably get another. I get the worker or the ship VP, but
You might as well.
I might as well take the coins also. It's a dwelling around next round anyway.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Matt, what else do you have to do this round? You have a lot of resources, but I guess you're building a
The
sanctuary.
only thing I really need to do is build a sanctuary.
Right.
Yeah. And then after that, it's kind of
right.
Could do more, but I don't need to.
Makes sense. Building a trading post this round.
You could take B7 this round if you really want your towns. Because I'm probably still opening coins. Yeah, I might open bridge, but I like my coins.
I mean, you could also get a town going to like E7.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're wed to that bridge. But I don't think it makes sense for me anyways.
Yeah, next round is dwelling around.
I think I'm better off just trying to build more dwellings, build some stuff and dwellings. Although not, I guess I don't have that many. Well, actually, I get a scoring favor no matter, or pass tile no matter what. So I actually think this makes sense.
TP?
I'll take TP down here and take this town now, I think.
Oh, expensive TP on I4.
Yeah, that's well, the thing is, like, I guess if I'm gonna build another temple next round, and maybe it doesn't make sense and I should just take fire too.
Why are you building another temple next round? Oh, just because you're going to be out of structures.
Just to build more, yeah. Just to open up structures. Fire 2 is not. I mean, the cult steps are worth maybe a point at most.
Yeah, I guess the thing is water 2 or a 3-step that much better than fire 2? I guess water 2 is probably a point better, or something. Maybe a bit more.
But the 3 coins are a point on an expensive TP, so maybe actually it doesn't make sense.
Right. Did you just build a TP somewhere else for a point more and
else? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And just take fire 2, or I could build the expensive TP next round, I guess.
If you build another trading post this round just to get it out for an extra air 1 point, like you'd be like, are you sort of giving up on your third town? I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I gave up on the third town a while ago.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think my best bet is to just build a regular TP somewhere random. Like, seems pretty logical.
Yeah.
It's not only the extra error 1 point, it's also that I'd rather have the extra coins and power for next round.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I actually do want this power. I'm overproducing priests like a maniac.
He's a maniac.
I think that makes sense. Pass.
Dude, 69 points of pass.
It's actually a little sad. I rather would have had that tile. That's all right.
What, the dwelling scoring over ship?
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah, I guess you
It's
connect
just
to
'cause-
2 ship.
It's just because I'm gonna overproduce. And
Oh, I
I
see.
can connect. I can connect with 2, and I'm gonna overproduce.
It's more efficient to get 2 coins than 3 power.
Yeah, that's all right.
The extra air 1 point and the coins and power versus the worker were better, but I almost wondered if you would have just taken the dwelling scoring just to block me from it. I mean, the spade and the coins are also nice for me, but
Oh, that's true. I guess I didn't really think about that.
just pass with the dwelling scoring because then I.
Just so you don't get one.
Basically.
Yeah. That was probably. You're right. That actually probably would have been my better decision. That's all right. But I haven't really felt competitive in this game for quite a while.
Well, it's
Guess I still
have
2
a
tabs
bunch of
coming.
points coming up. It's not too bad. Not too great either, though, but not too bad.
Yeah, you're making decent points, Matt. I guess your cults are a mess here.
Cults are terrible. Yeah, I guess I still have a good amount of points coming, but
I guess for me, I might as well. If coins are gone, I might as well double dig here.
That makes sense. Fighting for network a bit.
Yeah, and so I can just dig F7 and I7. F7 towns me up. I mean, I can TP there eventually anyway. But the other thing is, I don't know how long Simon might delay building on E6 and be annoying. So I don't have a neighbor that just towns me up right away.
It's only 3 coins. You'll be fine.
And then what am I taking? Just the points? Coins? Is a coin town actually helpful here for me to try to get out more stuff, like upgrade digs or something? I guess that's kind of lame then if I'm taking double dig.
if you're gonna upgrade digs, you definitely should not take double dig.
Super shouldn't, yeah. I could just upgrade digs now.
Yeah, maybe I would do that.
And then take a coin town if I need the coins.
You can also only upgrade them once and don't take the coin down. I don't know.
Alright, I'll just upgrade digs and then figure out life from there.
If you start upgrading digs, I'll start building E6 and D7.
Oh, that's one way to get a neighbor, is to upgrade your digs. Yeah.
If you do it twice, then you can mess with those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Not sure if I start with D7 or E6. Because you can still mess with it now, but yeah, I guess you won't do that.
No, I think if I upgrade digs twice and you don't take E6, then I do take it because then I would just double dig it because it opens up B8. Because like I'm already thinking of double digging F8 for E8, right? Like at some point, I'm gonna run out of cheap single dig hexes. So yeah.
Oh, B7 is taken. Annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I needed one more hex, so kind of made sense in the end. Now the question is, I want the coin town.
Coin town block. Because you're templing trading post 2 dwellings here, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
And then
I get for free.
And then you're upgrading ship twice.
I mean, I'd love to get to 3 if I could. So maybe actually the ship town is the right answer. No, I can get a ship town later. I think it is the coin town.
Might be the coin town and the ship town, yeah, if you want to.
Coin town, or maybe if I get a little leech, I could get the priest town instead if it's still there. Probably won't be, but so I think this is the right answer.
Yeah, I think as it is, if your last town is a ship town, you still need a 2-for-1 leech. Oh, which you'll get probably from like water 2 or something. Right.
Well, I got to take fire 2 since I did that TP thing last round.
Okay.
Unless I want to build an expensive one.
So I think you do need a 2-for-1 leech to temple TP dwelling. I mean, your second dwelling is free, but
Yeah, we'll see. Well, actually, I have extra workers. 2 extra workers.
yeah, but if you want to get to 3 ship, if your third ship is a ship town, so you need to pay for 2 ship, I think you need 25 resources and you have 24 or something.
Got it. Thanks for doing my math.
Yeah, don't trust my math. It could be fake news.
No, it could be right. That seems expensive way to do it. Right now, you're gonna make me actually do the math. Let's see if Weber did it right. Yeah, he is right. So the question is, will I get a better leash than this one?
Oh, that's greedy. What was this, a 3-for-2?
It's a 4-for-3.
Oh, okay. That is
3-for-2 I would do, but a 4-for-3, I don't know. Oh, let's see. Bowser does not have. Oh, he's building a temple right here, so he could take R2 with it. In fact, he might.
I mean, the whole plan is to try and make 3 towns, so I definitely. I'm not fight.
It's gonna have to be fire 2. I was gonna say otherwise you would be upgrading D2, which would give me 1 leech, and then I'd probably get another one on C7. But this way, I'd probably have to take this.
Bowser, how are you? You're building a temple for fire 2. You're 3-towning, and then you're gonna get to 3 ship.
Yeah, that's the math I'm trying to make. I'm not quite sure.
If your last, I guess there's no pressure on ship towns. It would mean your last town's got to be a ship town here.
Yeah.
Worker town, okay.
Worker town first.
Yeah, worker town first.
Right.
It's pretty painful for me, actually. Like having to take only getting 2 towns and having them both be like low point towns. Like that's really shitty.
Language.
What do I want here as a town?
You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, just scoring other ways, like, it's only like, there's always this talk about, yeah, it should take high VP towns and all that, but it's still like 3 VPs less compared to, like, if you take like an 8 VP, it's like 3 VPs less. Just take the coin town, it's just coin town, like 6 coins is such a.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't even know if that TP makes sense. Guess I should count stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a bit weird that you accepting like 3-for-2s, but won't like to take a coin town then. Because like coin town is more efficient than 3-for-2s.
Yeah. But no one's guilty of that inconsistency on my stream, are they? Sorry, folks. I think I'm also doing an undo here. We're all allowed one, right? The thing is like, I'm trying to, like, I'm on the dwelling scoring, and it's a dwelling round. And if I build a trading post, am I just not getting extra dwellings out? Like, I think I might just dig F7 to town up here. I would have loved a coin town. The coin towns are gone. I don't really know what else to take. So, do I upgrade digs a second time? I guess I should just get a turn calculator and just do this. Upgrade dig. What do I want to do? I want to dig like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 dwellings in a TP would be sick. I don't think I can do that. Power town? Yeah, well, that's the thing I want to avoid.
You do have resources to go upgrade digs plus a TP.
5 dwellings? No.
Absolutely.
1, 2, 3, and 4 digs. That's so much stuff.
Upgrade digs 4 dwellings is way more reasonable, and I think you might have the resources for it.
So an upgrade dig and 4 dwellings with 1, 2. Okay, I would just do it would be 3 digs. 3 2-worker digs. 3 2-worker digs. No. They're 3 1-worker digs because I'm upgrading digs. Upgrade digs, 3 1-worker digs, 4 dwelling, 9 workers, 13 coins and a priest.
I need a few, but yeah.
23 resources. Yeah, and I have 2 resources left. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, I wasn't following. I thought you said you would upgrade dig.
I super did say that. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my gosh.
That's
Friday afternoon, everyone's brains are fried.
My brain is super fried. I'm almost recovered, but I've been like complaining about this on stream recently. But I'm got COVID like anyhow recently, and I've just been like the brain fog that people talk about online is a real thing, and it just like is not going away. It's just like all day at work, anytime I'm doing something, I'm just like trying to do mental math, counting stuff. It's just like constantly forgetting things. Anyhow, that was some brain fog.
Sorry to hear that, though. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm not really sure now that B7 is gone if I just take the bridge now, but you just upgrade your digging, so that's a bit scary. Yeah. I know you already planned out your round, but I think digging D7 is also fine for you because it also frees up B8. So I guess I'm just taking D7.
Right. Power Town, we've been waiting all game for it. Sorry, Deranged, sorry to disappoint. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know who would be taking bridge here anyhow. Like, Darklings need all the resources. I think everyone needs...
Yeah, if witches get the power, they might get it.
Yeah, I am never taking the bridge.
Yeah.
I guess
I just
taking,
don't have enough resources to get.
Yeah.
You
can build two dwellings. Yeah, it's a bit too hard to build 2 dwellings.
Whoever could take it, like you take a power town.
Think of Power Town. I don't think I want to pay 5 victory points for 4 coins.
Well,
maybe I do.
It's like you lose 5 to make someone else lose some amount.
I don't know. We'll do this and we can figure it out later if this is not good.
And the other 2 people are actually very happy.
Yeah, the 8-pointer is amazing for this. It's +2 resources from power. Yeah, I guess. I was also just accepting that I would get some of these like free steps too with share coins, but so Bowser, how are your town plans going here? You have enough digs for H1? Is that what you're doing? Double dig H1?
According to the math, I have everything I need.
and then you just take a ship town and you get a.
Yeah, right. I could take H1 instead of I2.
Do I want that? Probably.
It's not bad.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, from what I calculated, I do have the town even if I just take I2 instead of H1.
Oh, this is so bad.
Depends on what I have left.
Bowser's super quiet. I will turn him up. Bowser was quiet earlier.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I think sometimes you're just like far away from your mic, but I turned you up a little bit as well.
Probably. I was like 1 centimeter away from the mic. So
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, it sounds pretty good. It's going up regardless. It's like the only, and I think I won't have any competition for another ship town, so I'm connecting.
So you're connecting with 3 structures left on your board?
Yeah.
Right. So I guess there's no way I can get.
Full structures. I don't have.
Oh, sick. Okay, so I do tie for second network.
Yeah, 3 structures, definitely.
Breaking my heart here. Okay. 3 structures, so I get 6 network points. That seems really bad. There's just no way I can get a trading post and 4 dwellings.
I just got to do some math because obviously I just forgot that I could just double the H1. I have to do the math again.
3 digs.
Yeah, let's go. It's actually better to do so. Yeah, the only question about H1 with the side 2 is yes, I'll lose a bit more gold, but I have a spare priest afterwards that I could have used to send to cults to make sure that I don't get screwed by witches, but I don't think the math works out. Anyway.
Terra Steel's asking an important question. Is Simon winning?
Is Simon winning? Simon's got 20 points of cults, pretty good on network.
Maybe
still a load of resources.
If he wins after the whole C4 thing,
yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty impressive.
There's so little cult competition here that you're still getting 20 cult points here, right?
Yeah, but
definitely 20 cult points. So what do we go for that?
And
I guess that's also good for you.
Yeah, the fact that I had no priest this whole game was really brutal. I was thinking back of like, where did this game go so badly, and maybe it was just at the start by taking witches on this map. But other thing I think that in hindsight maybe wasn't the best idea was in round 2, which was a big building round. I could have built a sanctuary instead of the stronghold, and I didn't really actually. I mean, I used the stronghold in the sense that I built a dwelling every round, but I wonder if the sanctuary would have been better.
Right.
No, if I'm getting how much network points that I'm getting. I'm not sure if I can go to like 2 structures on the board or something.
2 seems a bit.
Yeah, just 3 TPs and 3 dwellings. It's only 1 dig for me.
It's actually feasible. It's like 915. So you have the resources to go down to 2 dwellings, 2 resources. So it would put you up to about 38 points of 38 in-game points, plus a town, plus 12 points of pass.
Yeah, but I still need a dig also. But yeah, I could use a priest to hard dig, and I also need a upship.
You can use your priests.
So I need to upship also.
You don't need to. Do you need to upship?
to get a 8.
To get A8, yeah, if you want to.
But yeah, I also have a town incoming, so I always can take something to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like if you want to build 3 dwellings, you can just double dig something. You have plenty of resources to do so. So that's just, you should be fine. I think you should be winning that work easily.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I should like upgrade digs or something, but I don't think so.
Oh yeah, you haven't upgraded the digs yet. Oh, okay. Then
If he finishes with 2
Then he
buildings
ties.
left, then he ties me.
Yeah.
Because I'm already at 2. That's where I'm gonna finish.
Yeah.
Right.
You could like single dig a8 or something.
Yeah, that's possible.
I could, but I'd be giving up my 3rd shipping increase, which is worth 7 points. I guess it's 6 points to stop him from building a dwelling. That's a little worse.
But yeah, you still can do it, right? You have 4 workers.
I have 2 workers.
Yeah, and two with a rope.
So I think the power town was correct, because I'd be able to get a trading post and 2 more dwellings out. I don't know if I would have known that at the time. In order to trading post and 2 dwelling, I'd want to dig F8 and not E8. Or sorry, F8 and not I8. To open up a second hex. I would TP 2 dwelling, that's 4 workers, 6 for the digs, which I have with my priests. And then I need 7 coins. I have 4.
Yeah, you're short on the coins.
3 coins short, which is a power town. You know, I might get a coin with an accept going up fire, but it's a little risky. Is anyone else giving me any power? Don't think so. Matt's just upgrading ship.
I'm not quite sure you're getting any power.
No, it looks like I'm not getting it, so it's more efficient to just dig I8. Guess it's only 1 worker extra to keep the dream alive.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is probably silly. I'm just going to do it. Deranged, you were right with the power town. Power town for the win. Can build on A8 for the power. Oh, right. I could have double dug A8 and then, yeah.
Yeah, true though.
That's true. It would have given me 1 more option.
And it would have blocked Simon.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to double dig something. Totally.
That's what I was going to do. I'll just take a cold step and think on your guys' turn, I guess.
All right. That was silly, because I do actually need to lock up this stuff.
Wait, is Webber winning this one?
Pardon?
Are you winning this one?
Me? I don't know. So you're...
I've been assuming Bowser's been gonna win for a while.
Well, Darklings have, I guess, 6 call points, which is going to be handy.
Yeah.
You don't pass for anything, but then you get 3rd in network.
Yeah, like if the situation doesn't move, like if I get my 6 network and 6 cards, I think I got it, but it looks like so. Yeah, because Matt didn't mess with me on cards, so it should be good enough. But you should be close over. Like you have
Matt's passing for 9 and 4. Inez.
got 8 on the pass.
Yeah.
Eight on the
Going
pass.
back to last round in hindsight, that decision to not just pass for the dwelling tile and build that last TP was actually pretty bad.
We got what? Weber at about, I don't know, 135 or some stuff. I get 142.
Yeah.
Matt's at how much? 124, 133, 135 as well ish.
I'm like 134. I think I'm at 136. I think.
Yeah, 135 here. I think.
35. You get 70.
15 and 2.
No, you get. Sorry. You get more because you've got air 2, air 1, so you get 139. So yeah, you come second place, and well, you're on the
39. Oh, if Simon not getting to 15.
Yeah, I'm getting to 15.
Yeah. So it's 136.
Chickens just notes first game I've ever seen 2 people not send a single priest to a cult.
What down do I take?
That's a good point.
I guess I'll should think a bit about that. 8,
as well.
11. I need 11 and a dig. Yeah, I don't have enough workers, but yeah, it doesn't matter. If I take the priest down, I could average big, but I don't have enough workers, so I mean, if I take the power down, I think I just what's best, the worker town or the town or the
8 points.
Cult step down, yeah.
Yeah, just for 8 points. You are getting down to 2 structures though, right?
Yeah, I think it's just the 8 points.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, Simon might actually get this. Because he's got about, like, if he goes to 15
Does a worker does anything for me or a priest?
I don't think so, because you just need 2, 3. You just need 7 workers, right? And
he's got like 47.
So you have exactly enough resources, Simon. I don't think more resources do anything. And priests, saving your priests don't do anything.
Yeah.
I think it's just the 8-point town, isn't it? Yeah, so he's getting 4 more dwelling points, passes for...
He's passing for 47, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, you're like 148 here or something?
Yeah, I'm at 142, and he's passing, like...
And I'm last?
Classic. He ties me. It's virulent, and like he's currently at 2 more points, so yeah. Someone's got this.
Yeah, going back to the start, I still think you shouldn't have double taken that before.
Really? Why not? Like, I don't know. Cultists have such a hard time.
Get some worker and get me going.
I think that was the right move. I just think.
Yeah, I can't imagine basically, what else I would have.
Simon had that one thing go wrong, and everything else went right for him. Yep. I think that's what it was. Like the F2 move.
I didn't know everything else went right.
I think everything else. I mean, it was really the only time you had anything go wrong. I let you have H5. That was big.
That was nice. That was odd that was still there, but I mean, I mean, at the same point, I don't think anything went particularly wrong for me.
But yeah, you only built 2 towns, so do you really need to secure that C4 to take the double key town?
No, I don't need to secure C4 for the 2-key town. I just want to secure C4 for a town.
For a town.
For a town
Yeah,
that avoids a sanctuary in a game.
I feel like if you put your priest on fire, you get like so much better early curl towards that you will find a second town somewhere.
I don't know. I mean, wasn't that much more inefficient. It's just like it's the difference of one extra. I ended up using all my resources that round to build dwellings, right? Like it wasn't like that extra spade. Like I would have single spaded a single hex. It was just one extra spade, right? I don't know. It wasn't like a triple dig or something.
Yeah, but if you put your priest on fire, you get like maybe two extra workers and some extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
there's
so.
a lot
At
of
the cost of a town.
It's
I don't
just
know.
I guess it's just personal preference.
there's a lot of value in that spot.
And I guess
though.
I'm a
Just
little bit
slowing chaos.
salty that I didn't read it right, but yeah.
Yeah, and frankly, I didn't read the opening that way either. I was having a hard time from the beginning of this game trying to understand how spades were going to break down and what witches were going to do. Like, going into this as cultist, I did not expect to build a temple for Air 1, or for Air 2, buy a priest, upgrade shipping, and basically pass. That was not... It was one of those things that only kind of made sense as the round 1 progressed. So I didn't see that either until the very end of the round, basically. I don't know.
Do you think there's a lot of, particularly though, like in that situation, there is a lot of value to slowing down chaos magicians. Like I just feel like if you get that town in the middle, Simon, you win by a lot.
I think it's between me and cultists, and I think cultists have a better game because they also get more leech. Well, everybody gets more leech, so it
You
doesn't
got a
really
ton
matter.
though, just starting in the middle there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
You
think
can see it both
C4
ways.
there was like some crazy inefficiency in C4 where like an extra priest to fire. Like I think the reason I didn't get fire rewards was because I messed up doing all the cultist things. Like I didn't give the right people power at the right time. Like
I think
I don't think the priest of like that 3-step was like the kind of make or break. Like I could have sent my priest there for the 2-step. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. I think I don't really know where the game went so off the rails for me. Some of my passes were really suspect, where I was on the dwelling scoring twice and got a total of 5 points. You know what I mean? Like, so two of my rounds, as opposed to being on a spade or 6 coins or cult coins or something like that, I was on like 2 coins, 2 points, 2 coins, 3 points, that kind of thing. The very last round, I misplayed a lot too. There's also another argument, and I have a hard time foreseeing this, but like the 2-key town might have just been overkill here, right? Like I might have just taken the 8-pointer. You were so far away from getting a town after I had taken C4, and other people weren't playing culty. I think
if you don't have the third key though, then you lose one of those.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Eventually, I do lose one of those.
And it's some extra cult reward, so.
It's
The 2-key is still there.
Yeah. I find cultists are really hard at making towns on lakes. Like they're very good at cluster scoring almost. At least the way I normally play cultist is like, you know, building a couple temples, upgrading shipping, getting a ton of dwellings out all over the place, and then in the late game being like, oh god, how am I going to cobble together a town out of this mess?
But yeah, maybe in your spot I would have taken a coin town there, because you did it when you also took your butter one and you needed some coins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe
Because
coin town
probably
was better.
Maybe you can. Maybe I take the 2-key town then. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, I gotta jump, guys, but thanks
Okay.
a lot for hosting, Weber.
Cool. Thanks so much, Matt. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming on. It was awesome to have you. Feel free to come back anytime. Hit me up. It's always a pleasure to have you.
For sure, I will soon.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Bowser, any sort of final thoughts on the game here?
On the game, I mean, on my game it was actually pretty classic. I mean, if it didn't just no big deal. I just was wondering on whether how different the game would have looked like if I took f2 instead of and getting screwed on a5
Yeah.
by Simon. But I'm not quite sure it changes a lot that much for him. It stops him snowballing
You
because he
risk
has
your
to
own town, though.
keep.
Wasn't it?
Well,
I forget how that worked, but didn't you have to
yeah,
secure like a5 or something that
it's
round?
a5.
Yeah, if I wanted to get a town.
Yeah,
So I would have double dicked then. What was it? E2
I
a5.
think so. Yeah, yeah, those two
Yeah.
yellows.
So yeah, E2, G1, and then maybe G2 something. So yeah, it would have slowed you down while just screwing me over.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Would it
yeah,
slow
no,
me
I
down?
mean the
I don't think
recovery
it would have slowed
was
me
pretty
down.
good.
I think I built the same exact dwellings on the dwelling around with my double dick, and maybe I do an earlier 3 shipping.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah, for sure. I like the only difference. I don't think there's really a ton slowing you down here, Simon. Really, I think if I mean, I guess Chaos being on F2, or sorry, you getting F2 just meant you were able to get to G2 without upgrading to a third ship. So you had a slightly more expensive dig than E2, but it meant that you were able to get to G2 with like less coins, basically. You would have had to upgrade ship, but like, I don't know that that would have drastically changed the game that much. I think you still get to the southwest, and I think you still get to G2, and you still expand from there. Um, One hex that we didn't talk that much about, and it's usually a bit of a contested hex with cultists. It's just I had kind of a weird game with where my spades went, but is usually F4 is a hex that cultists really want. Mainly because it allows them to get to G4 and get to that southern stretch on only one shipping. But it was just one of these weird hexes that it too was just left open for a long time because I ended up being at 2 ship. It just kind of made more sense. And that, I think, really just had to do with that whole weird double dig. My cult spade had to go on C5, was a safe place I could tuck it while I double dug C4. Right? If I would have cult spaded F4, I would have had to secure that against Darklings. But so I had to tuck my cult
Yeah, it
spade on
was.
C5, and then at that point, I just from being on C5 and D5, it just makes sense to just like 2 ship down to G4 and F6. And I did that, one of those rounds when I passed on the 6 coin tile. So there was just a bunch of weird things that at the end of the day, it was just like F4 was just like sitting there. So that was another connection hex for you to get into sort of the east because I never had the worker economy.
Yeah, I really needed that. I was a bit scared from Darklings to take that, but yeah, once like F3 is taken,
that's the
like
thing.
they can't do anything with it. So
Right.
yeah,
Because
it was
sometimes
good
that is
for
a
me that
Darklings town.
Twitches took that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically what was one of my like things like I wanted to think about like where did I want to do my first upgrade of the game, like whether in D4 or in the middle in E3 E4. I think that it's straight off I had to think about. It's like D4 is giving me more leech overall, given where the game was going.
Right.
But E3 E4 was an easier town, basically. So
Right.
I think it's still okay to go B4 and consider E3 E4 stranded dwelling because I didn't see F2 getting screwed over. So I thought I could have
I
could have an easier expansion.
I feel like there were like Lakes is always a very swingy and odd map. Like someone takes one hex and it just causes like a whole like chain reaction of things. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it has been a while since I played Lakes, but that this had a slightly more volatility than your average game. But there were a lot of weird things like that. Because I took C4, I wasn't taking F4. Because Chaos took F2, it forced Darklings over to like E2, and you had to do different shipping stuff, and you lost a bunch of things. Because Witches were on F3, it oddly took pressure away from F4 for Chaos because Darklings couldn't make a town there. This map is just so full of choke points, and there's so many hexes that if someone takes, it means it's alleviating or adding pressure to some other faction who's sometimes on the other end of the color wheel for some other hex. And I find that's one of the really hard things about Lakes is trying to understand all those intricacies of like, how those chain reactions kind of work.
I only middle through round 1. I only noticed that if I call tick C4, you can double dig that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
So
I've ever
yeah,
seen it.
maybe I shouldn't have single dig d4 then. I don't know. But yeah, would would you take d4 the first round?
Uh,
Yeah, maybe I should
maybe.
just only build a temple and
I mean,
go takes.
the truth of the matter is the round one aggressiveness was, or sorry, the round two double dig was really just a product of me having a crappy round one, right? Like round one, I basically didn't do anything, so I just had all my resources. Like had I gotten a spade or double dig or like anything normal or the workers action, I would have double templed. Like I would have been tapped out, right? It was just like I happened to be at first seat with an air two econ favor, and I didn't spend any of my. I guess I bought a priest. But like I hardly used any of my round one power because I didn't have much of a round one. I didn't do anything. So I don't know how you would know that of like, oh, Aaron's not gonna really do anything in round one, and so he's just gonna have all the power he wants for spades and stuff in round two. I mean, maybe, but yeah, maybe if you leave d4 open because I can't double temple, maybe I do just settle for single spade. Probably. I don't really know. I probably just single spade at that point and not buy a priest. I'm not sure, but I guess yeah, I don't know. But does that make your town any easier? Because then you take c4 and then you're just like trying to get to
No, but yeah, that's easier early expansion.
right.
D4 and D4.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of
Because yeah, this game if I didn't got F4, I probably would have been. I don't know if I would have been lost, but I would have been competing for lost.
yeah. That's true. That hex really was super valuable for you. Just quickly before we wrap things up, just getting back to a couple of comments in chat. First of all, what do we have here? Rooting for cultists. You were rooting for cultists. Thank you, Heroic. Sorry, I came in fourth here. Really nice comeback from Simon B. Never thought there was a chance for a comeback. There's always a chance for a Simon B comeback, Bulky. I've played enough arena games with this guy this season to know that I've seen some like odd rounds 1 and 2, and then all of a sudden it's like, how is Simon winning this game again? So I'm surprised slash not surprised in a sense. Heroic's asking about Water 1. I think I did pull down to show this earlier. I took Water 1. It was between me and Chaos for getting it. I wasn't actually sure about, I forget, it was round 4 was the trading post round, and I wasn't sure
I
about taking
wasn't
it.
getting it that round anyway.
Right.
I said I wasn't getting it that round. So, but maybe I could build it the round after, and that was good for me.
Right.
I don't know if you could beat me on that round after.
Yeah, and I was sort of talking, if you look earlier in the VOD, about it. I wasn't actually sure that it was correct for me. It felt very expensive. I then had 3 temples on the board, but it was on the dwelling scoring, so just building out a bunch of TPs didn't feel amazing. I don't know. Probably it was better for me just to have been on a different pass tile, like a bunch of coins, and then just build out TPs in that round, I think, or something like that. But yeah, I did
That
end up
happens.
taking it.
That happens a lot to me also. That I end up on the dwelling tile in the TP round, and I don't know what to do then.
It
It's
kind of
all
suggests
so
building
awkward.
a temple for Water 1 is sort of what that I always feel like it kind of leads me towards, you know. But yeah, no, that totally happens to me too.
What about not taking Water 2 and skipping the cultic? Oh yeah. I didn't know. I only knew mid round that cultist could double dig.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I already had my Water 2, but yeah, I could step up on our cult, I guess, in the end.
Yeah.
Uh, but I decided to go for it. Because, yeah, I still think as cultist I wouldn't have dig it, but yeah, it's hard to tell that if you were in another standpoint, it's hard to tell what you would do in their standpoint sometimes, because you're thinking what's the best for what you are playing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I could be totally wrong on that. What I will say is that I rarely play, especially early, against other players on purpose. I play very selfishly, so I could be totally wrong, but that move was me not doing what I thought was bad for you and just doing what I thought was good for me. But I could have just taken a7 and f4 or something like that. I guess that's the other problem is I just had no place to double dig because Darklings were up in my business, I think. So I probably should have just been taking coins and upgraded shipping or something. I have no idea. But
yeah, I would just put your priest to fire.
right, priest to fire or cult spade at f4 and secured at first action and gotten down to g4. I think is the other line, something like that. Like I could have just taken f4 that round too. I just would have had to secure it from Darkling's first action. Yeah, yeah, could be totally right there. Bowser, did you actually call that Simon was winning that early?
Oh yeah, definitely called it. I was like,
that's
awesome.
awesome.
At the time, I was joking, somewhat joking because it was a time where
very cool.
The Simon was a bit in the shade, like in the ropes, and then so like, yeah, see him, lol. Yeah,
that's great.
And then Simon went. It was just I can just brag.
Any last thoughts from either of you guys before I wrap things up and announce the next tables?
Not much. I'll have to rewatch this game from Simon just to make sure, like, to see like this masterclass in just clutching. Okay.
Yeah, everything's said already on my part.
Fair enough.
Thanks for the game and thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much, guys, for coming on. Just quickly before I wrap things up and let everyone go, I will just announce the next bunch of open tables. So these are the dates that games are going to be taking place. I just thought I'd throw these up. I am going to be going on vacation in February, so I won't be around for a couple of those weeks, but we're going to do them on Fridays, pretty much weekly. I guess I have today's game in there. That's kind of silly, but weekly up until February 4th, and then just because F2O is going to be on Saturdays, so we're going to keep these on Friday nights. And then February 26th, I'll be back to do it on a Saturday. I don't have the actual table configurations lined up yet, but these are some of the upcoming guests slated for January, February. I do have a bunch of returning guests coming back. Snake X or Smoo, Ryan the Man, who's been on a bunch, Logus, Jekyll, Fatty B. And then for some new guests, I have Fickles coming on, which is very cool. And then a couple of players that I haven't played a ton with, but I've just been in contact with them on BGA, and they've been on the stream and stuff like that, and so they're going to be coming on for the first time. Petra Svoboda, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry, 7Tuna5, and Space Cowboy. So those are some of the guests that are going to be slated on the games for the next little while. So yeah, with that, thanks everyone for tuning in and kicking around and staying around for this game. It's been really great. Lots of cool thoughts and questions and stuff in chat. So I always appreciate everyone's activity and stuff. And once again, thank to the guests who were here with me today. It was a lot of fun playing with you guys.
Well, thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, everyone, have yourself a good evening, and have a good night. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everyone.